Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with a brand new Platinum Trophy guide, and that is going to be for the remaster of bioshock 2. Now, this guide can also kind of work for the PS3 version, but the only downside is you cannot get the Platinum Trophy on PS3, as the PS3 version does require you to at least obtain a bunch of the multiplayer trophies, which I do believe the multiplayer is no longer active or even an option. But the guide is still going to be effective if you still wanted to go back and play that version of the game for all of the actual story-related trophies. So, yeah. So, starting off, we're basically just going to be, I will recommend just doing 2 playthroughs of the game. The first one is just going to be doing base game. Gonna turn up the brightness just a little bit. So your first playthrough, I recommend either doing on easy or medium. I would recommend doing on easy because it makes some of the other trophies a lot easier to do. And then your second playthrough is actually going to be through on hard, as there is a trophy related to beating the game on hard. I recommend doing easy just so you can get familiar with how BioShock 2 works and the game in general. So we're going to actually skip some of the cutscenes and stuff to when we finally start playing. So I'll see you then. Alright, so immediately after the cutscene, you want to actually head into your options. I believe it's gameplay options. At the very bottom here, you will find you'll want to disable Vita chambers. These are basically your come on. There we go. Those are basically your checkpoints. This will also come into play for another trophy that you will earn. So once you do that, you'll be fine. Have the main starting area that we go through. There's nothing to majorly find yet. But as we get further into the game and area, we can talk about other stuff. But yeah, so this video is probably just going to be covering the first couple of areas in the game. What a grand entrance. So this is the tutorial area. It's more or less just about teaching you about playing the game and stuff like that. Getting you familiar with how everything works.
I need this. Do you hear me?
Alright, pretty simple. But as you're going through the game, it's best to go through and try and collect everything that you can in one go. If not, you will have to do that on your cleanup run. So collecting 100 of the audio diaries, which we just collected in that little, I guess, sauna bathroom, is one of the main things. So as you make your way, you will eventually find your first plasmid.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better. Daddy!
But now you can kind of dual um, dual wield compared to in Bioshock 1, which is definitely nice. So now that we have Electrobolt, we can open up the door and we can now backtrack.
How dare you!
Find our next little area, or next audio diary. 2 out of 100. Just gonna make sure that I fully explore the area. Alright. Alright.
Ah, at last a signal. You who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum.
Ah.
I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
Alright, finally remembered. Does take a minute, but you can always check your map if need be. If you need to, their way to... No, okay. But if you have to, you can always look up what the full map looks like in detail, and that'll show you where audio diaries are, like this one here. It's the third one. Just on your first playthrough, just check everything. You never know what you might find, as everything is important on your first playthrough. Pretty simple. Since you're on easy, the game shouldn't be too terribly hard.
I haven't had a taste of Adam in...
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb
Alright.
with a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone.
Here we'll have our fourth audio
Think of me
diary.
not as leader,
They kind of
but as
spread these
mother
out
to the Rapture
fairly
family.
often. So if you're thoroughly exploring, then you will easily find most of, if not all, of the audio diaries that you will need. Search this Rosie Big Daddy over here. And here we will find our first gun.
7 heads and 10 horns. 7 heads and you wear the
Save the likes of you!
You can always just hold R1 and tap between switching instead of just, going like so. Definitely makes it a little bit easier because you can do it in the middle of combat. Certain enemies will also give you either ammo or money. Here we have our fifth audio diary in a little side area over here. Get some more money for us. Main reason why I decided to darken it up a bit was so that makes it a little bit easier to see some of the things. Alcohol and other consumables can actually make your screen a little bit groggy, like what you see right now is happening to me. So do be careful of that when just automatically spamming through. Here you'll find a spare first aid kit before you move on. Nothing too crazy. Here we'll have another little cutscene.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
What the? Okay. After about 75 HP of damage, or not 75, 25, she will eventually run away.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember,
From here, you can kind of explore this area.
always watching.
Like I said, it's best just to always be safe and sorry. Find some drill fuel, some money. Over here behind the bar, you can find some food and other things like that. Find a Eve Hypo, some bandages in case you need them. Find another first aid kit right here. We won't be taking any more cigarettes. Over here you can find a rivet gun, which will have some ammo for you. Another first aid kit. If you ever need to use the first aid kit, it should be right on the D-pad. And then I think we've got one last suitcase here with some more rivets. Alright, so moving on from here, you can grab some last couple of rivets. Find another first aid kit. Yeah, I see you, I see you. Just trying to make sure I search everything, you know. But in here you will have another specific cutscene here. So that's okay. As we are perfectly fine underwater. The only downside is that you can't fire guns or anything of that nature.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
Along the way, you'll find a cool little gas pump. See another Big Daddy with his little sister. I do believe, I could be wrong, this could be a different underwater area that you have to go to. Find another Eve Hypo. But yeah, I do believe it's a different underwater area. You'll find the slugs that have Adam in them. But we'll just continue making our way. Have this really cool view of Rapture. And we'll just head on down. Definitely a cool world to explore and defeat things in. See a big sister watching us, trying to hinder us wherever she maybe can. From here we will have the airlock drain and finally move on to the next section. And by this point you will have achieved the Daddy's Home trophy, the first trophy in the game, and we will now be moving on to the Atlantic Express. Alright, so now we are in the second level. Pretty much similar to the first level. This is still kind of tutorial.
Only one honorable bachelor down here these days, and that's me. I'm all you got, lady.
Like I said, another pretty straightforward area. If I didn't already say that, I'm now saying it.
You brought this on yourself.
Oh,
Now most who survive are like this. splicers. They're drug addicts, vicious animals.
Now here you will have the hack tool. This will actually come in quite important. Here you're going to want to hack, and from doing so you will probably get the first trophy, Distance Hacker. Now I highly recommend that you hack as much as you can from a distance instead of up close and personal, as there is a couple of trophies related to hacking things from afar. Oop. Try again. Have a security bot on our side is pretty nice if he doesn't get in our way. But as you're going through, you'll learn more about hacking and other things like that. Well, that was just rude. This guy likes to run away, huh? Oh well. Like I said,
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene.
there we
We
go.
reject the self. We reject the tyrant.
Here we'll find another audio diary. That's number 6. Probably the first in this level. Get some drill fuel and money. Like I said, just be thorough when you're going through all of the areas. Rude. Alright, I think... Okay, gather up that money, and then we'll come back here. And we'll just double check everything. Alright. There'll be a little bit. There'll be a small interaction here from, I believe, Sophia Lamb.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love. It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
Alright, and after that small little altercation here, we will have another little section. I believe you can... Okay, that was the way you're supposed to go. Just making sure... Okay. Don't worry, that is a scripted event, so... that is not a problem.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
Alright, now in the next area. So, if you're wondering about the Vita Chambers, which are these right here, basically if you were to die at any point during the level, you would just respawn at one of these. So I will state... Oh, hello, security bot. that after you get past these tutorial levels, that you actually do manual saves just to make your life a little bit easier.
Careful. Security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
And like I said before, if you can, try and remote hack everything, as that will allow you to work on getting the trophy for hacking things and then for remotely hacking things. Alright, alright. Find another first aid kit, which we're actually maxed out of because we're just that good. Grab some money, things of that nature. Then we can move on our way. Like I said, just be thorough. Okay. So here you'll get your second.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
So here we will get our second plasma telekinesis, and you're going to want to equip that. So basically what this allows you to do, you can use L1 to switch between your selected plasmids. This will allow you to grab things and then shoot them, which is pretty cool. That'll actually come in handy for a trophy later on.
He's up topside now. Highball with old can girl.
As you can see, like so. Didn't mean to put that up. As you can see on easy mode, you can just tank damage and be fine. Here you'll find another audio diary. Actually, we'll switch back to electricity, just because. Anything down here? No. Here you can open up a shortcut back to where you just were in case you need to duck out for safety. Just gonna explore a little bit. See if there's anything in these side areas. Probably not, but like I said, it never hurts to be careful. Alright, if I remember correctly, there's a big fight scene here that'll happen. Here we'll find another audio diary. Like I said, they kind of scatter these pretty often and stuff like that. We'll check inside here. Nothing. Alright. If this bot will move. Finally check into this little side area here. Well actually, yeah, we will hack the health station. There we go. Just like that, we'll have a new, cheaper way of healing ourselves if we need it and or run out of healing material, which I don't think we will. Okay. If you're running low on Eve and you happen to find a new one and you are maxed, it's best just to fully use it and then you know, get the new one. That way you're always topped off. I think I might turn this down. There we go. That way it's not so loud and hard to hear both me or the game. Okay. Try and save some of the food in case you need to come back for it. Find another audio diary here. Then there'll be probably a small scuffle. Oh, he's standing in water. Alright, cool. Now we can finally head out and be on our way to the next section. Over here, or yeah, over here. Or not. Cool. Oh, I see.
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
Maybe we can come over here. Oh, no. I'm just making a bunch of mistakes. Making this guide a little bit too long. Ah, that's right, that's right. Over here. Grab that. There we go. I'm remembering.
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Whenever you can, might as well buy hack tools and stuff like that. Just so you are working towards spending $2,000, as that is also a trophy. Nothing. Alright. We're going to finally check this last little area over here to the side. Invited chamber. Some food. There's a splicer that was over here. You also find another audio diary. Can't hold any more rivets though, that's fine. Just making sure, check everything, get as much as possible. Because you never know. So now we can finally move on. Yep, I see you. Alright, so in this area there's probably going to be a bunch of enemies that you're going to have to fight through.
Quickly, head for the elevator.
Alright, we can let that turret do the work for us while we just kind of just chill. Kind of search all the side stuff, you know. Hey! I was doing stuff, man. I wasn't bothering you. Okay. Quite a bit of damage there. Like I said, just hack everything from a distance until the trophy pops, and then once that is done, then you can finally just start hacking things manually. You don't have to do it like that anymore. Before you move on, just gonna check everything just to be safe, like always. Finally just leave. be on our merry way, as that is a lot of splicers. We'll probably be seeing more of them before the level is over.
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
But after a long elevator ride and some dialogue, we can now finally be getting on to the next area. Hey, what up, pretty man? Oh boy. So now we get introduced to our first variant. That is the trap rivet. I probably shouldn't have skipped that tutorial, but... Ah, okay, there it is. So while the weapon is equipped, it's just the D-pad section. Like always, search everything. Just so we know what we're dealing with here. Here we'll have another audio diary. I believe that's 10, 11, something like that. Need to be another first aid kit. They'll probably tell you the whole hacking thing and what it does almost every single time, so just get used to that. Even when you manually do it, it'll tell you now everything's cheaper, or stuff like that. Hey, wanna come over here? There we go. That kind of gives you an idea of how the trap rivets work, as when enemies run into them, they just basically take some damage. Alright, so after that small little interaction, we will now have to get set up and or use possible traps and whatnot.
Thank you. Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this, but there are others.
Once
I
that
must
is
help
done, you will
before
get the next
city
trophy.
drowns.
Pretty simple.
This man Sinclair, he is an ally and will guide you to Eleanor. Goodbye, Herr Delta, and good luck.
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair, Sport, Esquire. Old Tannenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building, the very same place you'll find Eleanor Lamb. I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
Alright, and if you need to, I do believe you can... I don't think you can backtrack from here to get anything, but before leaving, make sure to thoroughly explore the area, like always, as you never know what they might hide in these big battle areas. But just trying to make sure that you get everything that is possible. That way you are always tip-top shape. But from here, this is probably going to end the first video. And we will be leaving off at the amusement park. Alright, so once you make it to Ryan Amusements, like I said, this is probably where we're just going to cut off the first video, trying to have each video be just one or a couple of the stages at a time, that way they're not too long and are pretty straightforward. Just showing you me going through them, finding things, doing things, talking about trophy related stuff, you know. But like I said, at the start of every new mission, you want to make a manual save now, just to be on the safe side. That way you don't have to restart anything at some point in time. So, like always, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.